Hello, this is Drew Arrett, and I'm going to do a quick Google Chrome tutorial on how to manage your bookmarks bar. You can see from my bookmarks bar up here that I have a lot going on. I've got a lot saved up here, and for me this is a real time saver, so I just wanted to pass along how I set mine up and kind of show you how to do it yourself in case you wanted to. First of all, anything that I use on a daily basis I put on my bookmarks bar. So on mine, you can see I've got a link to all my Chrome apps, a link to my Google Keep, a link to my Google Drive, a link to my Gmail, my Google Classroom, my Google Calendar, my blog, and then I've got some folders. So obviously, if a lot of us have a bunch of bookmarks, and you can't have an individual link for each one, because there's no way they would fit up here along the bar. So for ones that I don't use as much, or if they all fall under a category, I put them into a folder. So like school links, I've got my Power School, I've got a reading group matrix, my school's website, my school's e-requisitions form, I've got Project Lead the Way, Donors Choose. So those are all school related things. For me being a technology coach, I got a couple of things related to that. And then I've got, a few science resources, a few 21st century skills resources, a few tech tool resources, a few PD resources. Just kind of links to things that I use a lot. And I've also got just some links to some documents that I use often over here as well. So essentially, I can get to anything I need to get to on a regular basis by just clicking on my bookmarks bar. So boom, in my Google Drive. Boom, checking my Gmail. Quick click and I'm in my Google Classroom. And I can also right click these and open them in a new tab in case I need to open up like multiple pages at once. So Google Calendar, Google Classroom. So you can see how having these bookmarks handy is it can be really beneficial as far as just saving you time just navigating things. So let me show you how I go about doing this. Step number one, if you click the settings over here for Google Chrome, I can go to bookmarks and check that you always show your bookmarks bar. And then all those will always be up there and ready for you to click on them. And I guess that's just personal preference, but for me, it's really helpful just to see all that stuff up there and know that I can get to it. Once that's up there, all you have to do to add a link is next to any URL that you go to on the web, you're going to have a little icon. It's called a favicon next to the address. And all you have to do is click that and drag it down to your bookmarks bar. And then it automatically creates a link. Now, some of these if it's got an icon that you easily recognize and you don't need the text, go ahead and right click it and go to edit. And you can change the name to this bookmark to anything you want. A lot of times though, what I do is I just delete the name. And then I've just got the bookmark, and then that's just more space for more bookmarks for me. So that's just personal preference, because you can see that text takes up a lot of space on the bookmarks bar if you let it. So just know that you can delete those if you don't want the text there. Just as easy as creating it, I can right click it and I can go to delete and I can get rid of it. Folders are very much the same in that if I want to create a folder, I just right click on the bookmarks bar and I go add folder, and then I title it whatever I want, tester folder, and then it pops up on the bar. Now I got too many here, so it put mine over here on this extra piece, but then I can, if I want to, I can drag it over to a new spot. So let's drag it over here for now, and then I'll delete it later. So now I've got my tester folder. And let's say I want to start putting some bookmarks in there. I just, instead of dragging them down to the bookmarks bar, I drag them into the tester folder, and then it's right there for me. And then so let's just go to a couple of sites that maybe I use. Okay, let's go to YouTube. And I can drag YouTube down in there. And let's go to, I don't know, Amazon. It's not really school related, but I use it all the time. So pull that in there. And then you can see, and then in here I can just drag these around to whatever order I want them to be in here as well. So it's really just that simple to get your bookmarks bar going. But I think, like I said, for me anyway, it's super, super helpful to have those things available quickly. And I think in the end it saves me a lot of time. Again, you just right click it and delete it if you want. Another trick, just another quick trick that I can show you is it's kind of like I make a document that's bookmarked. So this is just a teacher's quick link doc that I made, and I got a little more room than my bookmarks bar, but I put this on my bookmarks bar, and then this document contains links to stuff that I use on a regular basis for school. Or maybe I don't use it on a regular basis, but I don't want to have to go sifting through all of my Google Drive to find it every time. So like our master calendar and our master contract, I don't look at them every day, but it's nice to know where they're at and to be able to get to them quickly in case I need them. So those are just a few tricks with managing bookmarks that you can experiment with yourself. But I personally, like I said, just having even just Google Drive, Gmail, Classroom, and Calendar up here and ready to get to it quickly, it just saves me a lot of time. So I hope that helps you. If you have any questions about it, please get a hold of me, and I will help you out any way I can. Thanks.